And for more, let's welcome in former NHL winger Alan May, who played 8 seasons in the National Hockey League. How about that ending? Nazem Kadri with the game winner in overtime. Your reactions what?
Very anticlimactic, but what a great goal for Nazem Kadri, a guy that's been trying to get back. And a lot of people have doubted him. I had heard people saying today he'd be ineffective because his top hand was injured. Well, his top hand was part of the bottom hand that shot that puck, and it was an off-speed knuckler that beat Andrei Vasilevskiy, goes top shelf. No one knew it was a goal except for everyone on the Colorado Avalanche. And just driving to the net, pulls it from the backhand to the forehand, shoots between the stick, goes under the arm of Vasilevskiy. And you know what? That's a bad goal. A great effort by Kadri, but that's a bad goal by Vasilevskiy. He's not going to be happy with that one when this is all said and done. Should have kept the arms tucked tight. He didn't. But you know what? Colorado has just made this a 5-game series.
First career playoff overtime goal for Nazem Kadri, who's really changed the narrative about who he is. We know what he got into earlier in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and people were calling him out for possibly being unruly and being a dirty player. He has been so critical and so key, Alan, Nazem Kadri, to this team that is now 15-3 this playoffs.
Who am I to complain about an unruly and undisciplined player? But I'll tell you what, Nazem Kadri is a high-intensity guy. He works hard. He competes every game. He's the kind of guy you want on your team. He's an unrestricted free agent, and every team in the National Hockey League, including the Colorado Avalanche, is going to want to get him. The Toronto Maple Leafs miss him. And I look at this guy, he's a game maker, and there's a lot of courage, a lot of bravery, a lot of character for him to come back today and to do what he did. And, you know, you couldn't write the script for Nazem any better than what happened tonight. So just an incredible effort by him. He played a ton for a guy that hadn't played in, 18, 19 days. That brutal hand injury from the hit from behind from Evander Kane. But you know what? Guys rise up. They get close to it. They want to win. And he definitely had a lot of drive in his game tonight.
Yeah, collided with Jordan Binnington in the second round. And some things happened after that. People were none too pleased about that. But here he is playing for the first time in 18 days, and he scores the game winner, now up 3-1. I mean, look, Andrei Vasilevskiy, Alan, watching him in that overtime, it was incredible. Point blank shots on him. We saw the breakaway from Logan O'Connor. I mean, it was as if he did everything he could. What was the breakdown there at the end for the Tampa Bay Lightning?
The breakdown in the overtime was that Tampa, even in the third period and the overtime, they sat back too much. They didn't try to press the puck. They were waiting for the game to come to them. They didn't take the game to the Avalanche. When they won in Game 3, they took the game to the Avalanche in all 3 zones. They didn't give them time to wheel. They didn't give them time to skate, to gain confidence. And in overtime, the shots were 11-3 for the Colorado Avalanche, and it was a storm. They all felt like they were great scoring opportunities. And this one, he walks around Sergachev and gets the puck to the net, but they were standing still. They weren't doing enough. And the Avalanche were poking holes in their game. So it was just a matter of time. This was kind of a slow death and a quick death at the same time, the way that the Avalanche were pressing on the Lightning, and the Lightning just did not do enough. They didn't force the game. They didn't impose their will. What did they do in Game 3? They imposed their will in all 3 zones. The defensive zone, they were stout. They kept the Avalanche to the outside of the dots. In the neutral zone, they had 5 guys back, taking away the middle of the ice, but they also forced and pressured the puck. And then when they were inside the offensive zone, they shot the puck quick. They attacked the net. They went after the hits. They had their stick to puck, and they didn't give the speed players, the high-quality offensive players, they didn't give them time to do things and gain confidence. This was a totally different match. As the game went on, it was 17-4, the shots for the Lightning in the first period. The shot attempts were almost the same. There were 13 shot blocks by the Lightning early, and then all of a sudden in the second period, it's 30 shot attempts, 16 shots to 9, but 30 shot attempts in the second period for the Avalanche, and they just kind of built and created a storm as this game went on. It was just one thing after another, and it was too much for the Lightning to overcome.
Look, we both know this game could have went either way. I mean, when you go to overtime, it's a coin flip. I mean, when you got Colorado peppering the net, but who disappointed you the most from the Lightning with a chance here to even up the series 2-2? Instead, it's 3-1.
I just think overall the entire philosophy, I don't know if it was a philosophy, but I'm not going to pinpoint one player. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say they sat back. They let the Avalanche gain confidence, and they had so much that they built in game 3 where it was just about all-out pressure. And one of the things that I do credit, I'm going to say that the Avalanche earned this win rather than, Tampa, gave it to him and made mistake after mistake. You look at that ugly goal by McKinnon on the pregame show tonight. I said he had to get to the interior. He had to get to the net. He had to score ugly. Well, that's as ugly as it gets. The next goal, that's ugly as well. So when you think about it, you have to play ugly to be competitive, to win in the playoffs. You play pretty, you're sitting on a bar stool on a beach watching all the other teams play, but this is the finals. And when it's all said and done, both of these teams are going to be on the beach. One team's going to be drowning their sorrows. The other team's going to be raising a cocktail toast.
Darcy Kuemper had 38 saves. He also had an assist. The first goaltender in NHL history with an overtime assist in a Stanley Cup final game. How's that for pretty wild?
The funniest part about all of this is that so many people in the media, not you, Akeem, but so many people out there were saying, should you pull Kuemper? Should Kuemper start? Well, why shouldn't he? He's been the guy that got you there all season long. And he got a shutout the game before that the Avs got blown out. So he let in a few bad goals, but you don't win when you start attacking your players and placing blame. One of the reasons Vasilevsky wanted to stay in the third period in that game they lost 7-0 was it's a team loss. It's a team win. And he wanted to take his lumps. He wanted to take his bruises with his teammates. And Kuemper, his teammates, they lit it up for him tonight. They played as hard as they could. But at the same time, I thought Darcy Kuemper was absolutely sensational. He didn't need the assist for me to say that he was great. I thought he was something else tonight. He battled, he competed. Look how many times he took a puck to the melon. He took 3 or 4 shots to the head. The first goal, the shot hits him in a mask. He loses his helmet. And then they score that first goal by Cirelli. And speaking of Cirelli, that was a miss. They really missed him on the Lightning when he wasn't able to get out. But Darcy Kuemper, when it's all said and done, we're going to talk about Nazem Kadri as the hero of this game. I look at the number one star for me was Darcy Kuemper tonight. And what a great game. What a great recovery for him after the last game that he had played.
Is this over in 5? Did the Avs wrap this up Friday night at home on home ice, which is always awesome when you can win a trophy on your home floor, your home ice? If I were a betting man, I would say that the Avalanche are going to wrap this up. The air, the altitude, the fans, the pandemonium. I think they're going to come out so fast, so hard, so heavy. And you look at if Cirelli's unable to play, he's been so key to the Lightning in the playoffs so far. I'm going to wrap it up right now. I hate to do that. I do want a 7-game series. At least give me 6. But I'll tell you what, I think the Avalanche are not going to be denied. They're big guys. I thought they were very physical tonight. They got to the paint. That ugly goal by McKinnon, it goes off his skate blade. That's one of the most important goals he'll ever score in his National Hockey League career, and it goes off of his skate. He didn't even know he got it. But you have to play ugly to win, and I think they are going to be all out. They're going to be too fast. They're going to be too physical. They're going to be amped up to another level. And I don't think the Lightning will be able to win in Game 5. Colorado right now, minus 1,400 favorite to win the series. So it's over. But look, you can make some money here. If you got $1,400 laying around, Alan, you can pocket an easy $100 right there. So just get a bunch. Just get a bunch of money.
I get some buddies that got a lot of money. I'll start hitting them up for those $1,400 donations.
It's a sure thing at this point.
But you know what? You can't really. We've counted the Tampa Bay Lightning out multiple times in the playoffs so far, and to use the cliche, the heart of a champion, they definitely have that. They've been playing. I don't know how many guys are bandaged up right now, taped up, bruised, banged up, cut up, but they can continue to find a way to compete and raise their level of play and be victorious. So as much as I'm saying the Avalanche are going to wrap this up, the Tampa Bay Lightning have been an incredible story so far in these playoffs, because in every round, people had them, they had them X'd off. They had them crossed out of continuing, and they found a way to continue to win games. So we'll wait and see. We'll see where it's at, but I just think it's way too much to overcome right now for them to win this series.
Yeah, this is over, Alan. It's over. It's over. Game 5, the Avs are going to wrap it up on Friday night on home ice. They're going to be skating around with the trophy, handing it off to each other, kissing babies, waving, and doing the whole post-game analysis and celebration. You'll be here for it with us on CBS Sports HQ. Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you, man. I don't want it to be over. I want to keep working with you, Akeem.
I'm with you. I'm with you. The Avs want it to be over, though. They want it to be over. They want to wrap it up Friday night back in Denver. Game 5, the Avs looking to win the 3rd Stanley Cup trophy in franchise history and win it for the first time since 2001. Friday night back on home.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.